Another pen review, another new company for me. This is the Schrade Tactical Push Button Pen. Here's the box. Here's the pen. Come back to that in just a second. The box just comes with the pen, and the only other thing in there is a little warranty paper. Nothing too fancy there. So here's the pen. I was not familiar with Schrade before I saw this pen. I saw it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And I thought that looks like a great pen. It looks very similar to the Surefire Pen 2 that I've had for several years, and I love this pen. It's nice and compact. It's kind of a hefty, chunky pen, nice and comfortable. But this pen retail price is $95. Street price is closer to $75. This pen street price is $25. So it's the third to a quarter of the price of the Surefire, and I thought it looked like pretty much the same pen. So I got it, and it arrived, and it is an amazing pen except for one big glaring flaw that is unfortunately going to make me send it back. Again, hire me as a beta tester for your stuff, and I'll solve your issues. How many times do I have to go over that? So let's go over this just to show you. This pen is made very well. On the back here, it has the same clicky mechanism that every other nice push button pen has. It's this German mechanism. It's essentially silent. No click there. Very nice, very comfortable. It works very well. I'll show you in a bit. It has it on most of the pens that I use. Down in the body here, it's aircraft grade aluminum. Comes in 3 colors, black, blue, and gray. There's some ribbing here. Down into the front, there is a little bit of, I don't know, some scalloping or something cut out there. It's comfortable in your hand. And under the tip there, tip comes to a point, and the ink cartridge is the Schmidt EasyFlow 9000. I actually don't really care for this cartridge, mostly because it doesn't write well on our thermal prescriptions at the hospital. And this is more of a roller ball as opposed to a ballpoint pen. So this will tend, if you try and smudge it right away, this will smear just a little bit more than a ballpoint pen will. But otherwise, it writes really well. It's nice and smooth. Writing with this Schrade Tactical Push Button Pen. So it writes well, writes nice and smooth. It does occasionally skip in a couple places, but overall, I like the way it writes on normal paper. But again, on our prescription pads, it just doesn't write well. So here's the big thing that kills this pen, and it is the pocket clip. The pocket clip has 2 big issues. The first issue is that the pocket clip goes over these ribs. And when you put the pocket or the pen into your pocket, the material is going to get kind of chewed up by this. The pocket clip is really pretty tight, and it goes over these ribs, and it's going to tear your pocket up. All my other pens, like the Surefire, nice, smooth, no underclip issues. So I put this in my pocket. I always carry my pen in my front right pocket, and in and out of my pocket, I just feel like it's going to tear the pocket up because it's going over these ribs and it's very tight. The second problem is that there is not much space here under the clip. It depends how you're going to carry your pen. Again, I always carry it in the front right pocket of my sort of tactical pants, so the material is a little bit thicker than if you're going to carry it in a shirt pocket. And just for comparison, you can see how this is. The Surefire Pen 2, you can see plenty of space under there. The Tough Writer Precision Press Pen, lots of space under there. Matthew Martin Clicky, lots of space under there. Tactile Turn Pen, this one does not have as much space. This could actually use more space. The other pen that fails is the United Cutlery Pen. This is bad, both because there's not enough space up here and then just not enough space under the clip. And then, well, you could go to no clip, the Fisher Space Pen. Just to show you relative size, it's pretty much the exact same size if you have a Surefire Pen 2, the exact same size, but to compare it to some of these others, there they all lined up. It's kind of in the mid-range. It's really a perfect size. The other nice thing I do like about this, the other potential that this had, is that sometimes the Surefire pen rides a little bit low in your pocket because it's a deep riding pocket clip. This pen, I liked the idea that it was going to stick out of my pocket more because it's easier to grab. There was more to grab onto it. That's one of the things that the Precision Press Pen, the Tough Writer, has. There's a lot of sticking out of your pocket. I initially didn't like that. This one almost has a little bit too much. So I thought this was going to be essentially perfect. It's just a little bit less than that. The other thing you can see on here, while I've got these all out, is that these all have pretty much the same German clicking mechanism. It's really smooth. It works really well. I have had it go a little bit bad on one or two pens for some reason, but overall it works really well. So that's about it. I just wanted to throw a quick video up on this pen before I unfortunately return it. It's a great pen. They could have made it the perfect pen. I mean, almost the perfect pen. They could have made it a really nice pen by just making this smooth and having a little bit more space under the pocket clip here. Put a pocket clip like this. So many, just such some simple things they could have done with this. Unfortunately, it's going to go back, but maybe you don't carry the pocket clip, maybe you don't use the pocket clip. If that's the case, check this out. It is otherwise a really nice pen, the Tactical Push Button Pen from Schrade.